John Lennon wrote you a letter in 1971. Can you believe it?
So I imagine redemption would be an interesting theme to explore as an actor. When you got this script, did it feel like an offer you couldn't refuse?
Yeah, sort of did. It felt like it was very alive, and it had a sweetness in it and a generosity to it.
So I actually saw you and Al Pacino on stage in Glengarry Glen Ross. And then I heard you did this movie not long after.
Right.
Coincidence, or are you stalking Al Pacino?
That was before I met him. I stalked him. But no, it was just a perfect timing kind of thing. We did the play, and then shortly after we closed the play, he called me and he said, you know, my boy, I want to play my son. And I was like, yeah, wherever you want. Just tell me where, I'll show up.
You'd expect it to be easy meeting your grown son for the first time.
Hello.
Hello.
Why are you here?
I'm just making some changes in my life.
In a few minutes, my husband's gonna walk through that door, and this will be the last time I ever see you.
So this cast is so great, and it's fun watching the movie because people just keep popping up. It's like the door opens, it's Jennifer Garner. Was it a nice vibe on set?
It was one of my favorite work experiences I've ever had, and that's saying something because I've gotten pretty lucky. But we all would rehearse together in Al's backyard every Saturday. We had dinner together, we hung out. I loved working with Bobby, and I loved watching Bobby and Al together.
You've been a writer for years, first-time director.
Yeah.
What was it about this story in particular, as opposed to your other stories, that made you want to step behind the camera?
Yeah, it just felt like it was time a little bit. I'd learned a lot from working with some great people, and I wrote this thinking of Pacino, never imagining he would actually do it. And with this one, I wrote it and I finished it and I kind of saw it in my head and I couldn't imagine somebody else being in charge of it.
Are you on drugs?
Currently or in general?
Currently.
No. Dinner?
You're asking me to dinner?
I think so.
I'm gonna have to decline.
You're not a fan?
Currently or in general?
In general.
No.
But we have good patter.
It's really nice, and the patter between the two. Was that fun to delve in?
So fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. And we had a really good script, and then we also got to improvise and do some takes that were just where I just started talking, basically.
Like Danny Collins has the letter from John Lennon, is there someone in this industry, alive or dead, who you would love to have received a letter from?
Well, believe it or not, I got letters, and I got a telegram from Marlon Brando once, so I have to say that sort of, that did me. That really was wonderful. Dinner tomorrow?
You know what I like about you? You never give up.
Some dinners are worth fighting for.